Here's who stood out on day 3 of 49ers training camp 2023. Keep in mind the practice was short, players didn't wear pads, and the first day of pads will be Monday. The good, running back Elijah Mitchell. He made a 25-yard catch while running deep up the seam, something I've never seen him do. As a receiver, I've seen him catch passes in the backfield, but never downfield. This time he beat single coverage and caught the ball away from his body. He looked like a wide receiver. A few plays later, he took a handoff and exploded around the left end for a 15-yard gain. After the play, running backs coach Bobby Turner nodded his head in satisfaction and patted Mitchell on the helmet. Mitchell isn't going anywhere. Running back Jordan Mason. He received a pitch in the backfield and burst around the left side for a gain of 20. As Mason weaved through defenders, Frank Gore, who watched practice from the sideline, whistled and smiled, showing his approval. It's not easy for a running back to impress Gore, who's one of the greatest ever. Wide receiver Juwan Jennings. He ran a beautiful route to the outside that left him wide open, but Brandon Allen sailed the pass over his head. Later in practice, Jennings ran another gorgeous route, this time to the inside, and Sam Darnold sailed the pass over his head too, but Jennings jumped as high as he could and made a spectacular one-handed catch. Only he and Brandon Ayuk could make that grab on this team. Cornerback Samuel Womack. He broke up a deep pass intended for Ray McCloud, who had a step on him initially. But to Womack's credit, he didn't panic or turn his head to find the ball. He knew he was beat. He ran as hard as he could to recover, reached up at the last second and poked the ball away. Perfect technique. It's just a matter of time before he becomes a starter. Cornerback Ambry Thomas. He started in place of Trevarius Ward and never got targeted, which is remarkable, considering Thomas has played very poorly in practice since last year. Maybe he's improving. Cornerback Deshaun Jameson. He played left corner for the second team defense and broke up a pass intended for Deebo Samuel. Jameson is an undrafted free agent rookie who never gets beat. He should make the 53-man roster. Linebacker D. Winters. He chased down Ty Davis Price near the sideline and stopped him for a 1-yard loss. Winters flies when he's running side to sideline. The not so good. Running back Christian McCaffrey. The first play of practice was a pitch to him. McCaffrey sprinted to his left, ran into Fred Warner and fell down. To be more precise, Warner knocked him down, tackled him. A big no-no in training camp. Players are supposed to keep each other on their feet and healthy. McCaffrey should have gotten up and smacked Warner. Brandon Ayuk would have. I'm guessing Frank Gore would have too. Don't take that crap, Christian. Stand up for yourself and for the rest of the offense. Otherwise, Warner will knock someone else down next. Wide receiver Deebo Samuel. He caught just 1 of 3 targets. He also dropped 1. Through 3 days of camp, Samuel has caught just 2 passes during 11-on-11 team drills. Give him credit for being in shape and saying all the right things. Now he needs to start competing because he's cruising through these practices while Ayuk busts his tail. Tight end George Kittle dropped his only target of practice. Kittle used to be a monster in training camp. Now he's an older player who paces himself. You hardly ever notice him. The quarterback room. The 49ers like to brag that they have one of the best quarterback rooms in the NFL, as if they all can play at once. Today, the 49ers' 4 quarterbacks combined to complete just 12 of 26 passes. Pathetic. Mike Shanahan. He watched practice by himself in the far end zone while reading through the practice script like he was the real head coach of the 49ers. Let it go, Mike. You're retired. Stop pretending to coach. Go stand next to your son and tell him he's doing a great job. Kyle Shanahan. Not doing a great job. He's the only head coach I can remember who has created a backup quarterback competition between 3 players and given them equal reps. This method seems like a good way to prepare none of them to play and to kill all of their confidence before the season begins. It's year 7, and Kyle Shanahan is still messing around at the most important position while the 49ers have arguably the best roster in the NFL. If he doesn't at least reach the Super Bowl this year, the 49ers should trade him.